I don't know how you do it all, but you're also not just on your local school board, but you have a pretty important role at your school board. And, well, school boards, which I never thought I would ever say the sentence, have become somewhat controversial, or definitely like a focal point in news headlines these days.
Yes, they have.
So I guess for people watching, I mean, I think everyone watching probably knows what their school boards do, but just in case, why are school boards so important in communities, and also what's your pitch for people getting involved with them? And in that answer, tell us what you're doing on your school board.
Sure. So I think people are realizing the importance of local elections and local elected officials, because these are the people you run into in your community, that you know them and you see them and your children go to school together. And so I think the focus on school boards has been narrowed significantly because people see it as an opportunity to make change in their own community. And we all want to make change in our community, but I think we need to understand what is the role of a school board. And the school board is a governing body. On my school board, there's 7 people. We can't do anything unless we have the 7 of us there. I have no power on my own. And it's not my job to hire teachers.
Right.
It is my job to set the budget, to hire and evaluate the superintendent, to set a vision and a mission or a strategic plan for the district. So it is much more 30,000 feet.
Yes.
And so I really would encourage people to get involved, but first to understand what it is a school board does.
That's important.
And what the law says we can do.
Right.
So,
right.
But I am in my second term.
Oh, awesome.
On my local school board, and to be quite honest, I almost didn't run again.
Why not?
Second time.
Why not?
Oh, I was nervous. So I ran again in the fall of 2021.
Okay.
And was reelected, recently. And because there's so much focus on school boards, there was a lot of talk in the community and on social media that didn't really focus on what the true nature and role of a school board was, and some of it was a little bit unnerving.
I can see that.
And so, but ultimately, I knew that school boards need to have people who are empathetic, who want each child, not just the 4 children that live in my house, to have a good education. But each child that walks through that door knows that they belong, that they see themselves, and that school is a place for them.
I love that. And I love that your entire philosophy and ideology is centered around putting kids at the school, right?
It's not about me. It's not about adults. It's not about us. It's what we can do to help our students.
Yeah, and I feel like we've lost sight of that as a society when we're talking about schools. I always say, where are the young people in this conversation?
Yes.
Why are they not being asked what they want to learn, how they want to learn? Because they have a lot of opinions about it. They're not just like, again, they're not receptacles of knowledge. They're interacting with it.
Yeah, they're plugged in too. Our kids understand, especially Gen Z. I mean, they are paying attention and they understand. And I don't want to presume as an adult to say, this is what I think that you need in this moment in your life.
Right.
And I understand as an educator, there are some things that students need to know. Absolutely. They need to know how to read and write and communicate, but they also need to know how to be empathetic.
Yes.
And that's a historical thinking skill.
Right. We always forget that.
Yes,
It's
yes.
one of